If you do decide to go to sleep before the story ends, Mum or Dad or whoever's with you will just press the stop button. Once upon a time, there was a black and white puppy dog called Bonnie.
That's a bedtime story written and read by a hypnotherapist. A lot of parents, it seems, are using these stories to try to get their children off to sleep. You can find them online. Rachel from Greater Manchester plays them to her son Daniel.
My son is 4, and I think life can be quite kind of chaotic for them with all the different activities that they're doing. So getting into bed, sometimes it can be a little bit of a challenge to get them to just switch off. I find it the most effective thing I've come across, actually. Gets them in the right frame of mind and relaxes them. I didn't know a great deal about hypnosis, and I still don't know a lot about it, but I did do a little bit of research into it. I think I've listened to most of them now, and I don't have a problem with any of them. My son doesn't, it seems to relax him. It doesn't have any kind of negative effect on him. So my experience so far is a positive one. A normal bedtime story, it doesn't have the same results in that it doesn't seem to calm them as much as the meditation and the hypnosis does. The narrators of the audio children's bedtime stories, they can be quite animated. And their goal isn't to get a child to sleep. Their goal is to kind of tell the story in a way that would keep them interested. The Alien Who Couldn't Sleep is his favourite story. And when I asked him why this morning, and he said because, like him, he can't sleep quite often as well. So the story is about a little alien, and he's from a different planet. And at the beginning, he can't sleep. And he meets a little girl, and then she tells him about Earth and how we go to bed and things like that. And then eventually he falls asleep. He is always asleep by the end of it, as is the alien, so that works well.
That's Rachel. Well, the story you heard a bit of at the start about the black and white puppy called Bonnie is from a YouTube channel by Elaine Martin. She's a hypnotherapist based in Australia, and that story has had more than 800,000 hits. Elaine Martin claims her stories have a hypnotic effect and are suitable for children from birth to 16.
I was seeing more and more kids with real major issues coming into the clinic, and I know 60% of my clientele are now children, and they're dealing with all sorts of issues, anxiety, fear, stress, but sleep is almost always an underlying problem, hence the reason why I'm doing the work I am. It is something that is completely natural. We all go in and out of trance all the time. So it's just like focused attention. And with kids, they're very good at it because they're already in that state of imagination, daydream. The only safeguards which I have on all my videos is to make sure that when the parents are actually driving, they don't have these audios on or videos on at the same time, because it can make you be drowsy and sleepy. But that's the only thing. I mean, at the end of the day, you're wide awake 1 minute, and if you just keep listening to my stuff, then you're sleeping. End of story.
That's Elaine Martin.